Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we are going to be talking about Tampa Bay Buccaneers undrafted free agent defensive lineman Desmond Watson, and asking the question, can he make the Bucs 53-man roster? I know there's a lot of people who are fans of Desmond Watson, and trust me, I am as well. I always love rooting for local players. Not only did Watson play for Florida, he's a Florida Gator, but he also is from Plant City, so like he has spent his life here in Florida. That's awesome to me. I want to see this young man succeed. And also, I know a lot of people appreciate the just unicorn-esque size of Watson. 6'6", 464 pounds, which I do want to note, by the way, he has lost some weight. He is 437 pounds now, I believe he said, which is good. He's changing some habits. He is dropping some weight. I think he will continue to drop weight, and he should continue to drop weight, because I know the fun idea of Watson, oh, how are you going to run past a 464-pound defensive lineman? I think it's the best thing for his health as well as his overall athleticism at the next level to shed more weight, even if he's in like the upper 300s, okay? I think that's a big step and a big improvement for Watson. So I hope that he is able to continue to grow and change in regards to that. Okay. Now, when I was looking back at Watson and his overall stats at Florida, first thing I noticed is that he played a lot of games, 51 total games while at Florida. He did have 63 combined tackles, which is his most notable stat. Okay. He only had 4 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, 1 pass deflection, 1 fumble recovered, and 1 forced fumble during his time at Florida. That's his entire collegiate career. So, no big, crazy, flashy types of stats besides that high combined tackle rate. But I really do believe that that's fine, in my opinion. I think that where you see Watson going forward, if he can make this 53-man roster, is as a pure backup nose tackle to Vita Vea, which is something that the Bucs don't really have, in my opinion. Right? They have Vita Vea, which right now I want to see if I can find his overall size on the Buccaneers website. It might be a little bit difficult to find. No, we found it. 347 pounds. Okay. 6'4", 347 pounds. There's nobody else on the Buccaneers defensive line who comes close to that, okay? The only closest player is Greg Gaines, who's 6'1", 312. So I like that the Bucs brought in a man of Watson's size, because it gives them another interesting element to this defense that, quite frankly, they don't have. You have Eric Banks, 6'5", 274. CJ Brewer, 6'2", 290. Greg Gaines, as I said, 312. Adam Gotsis, 287, 6'4. Mike Green, 293, 6'3. Even Logan Hall, 6'6", 283. Collegiate, 6 feet, 280 pounds. Those are all the Bucs defensive linemen. So they don't have a pure big man behind Vita Vea. Now they do. That's something that I think gives Watson an edge over some of these other guys, is that he can help fill a backup reserve role that pretty much nobody else on the roster can. They've put Greg Gaines in that role before to meh success. I think Watson can fill that role and can be genuinely a pure backup to Vita Vea, which is encouraging for his chances to make this 53-man roster. Also, quite frankly, the Bucs can just use more depth at backup defensive line. They did bring back Greg Gaines. This is the second or third time they've had him on the roster now. I think he's entering year number 3 in Tampa Bay, and that's all well and good, but I do think the Buccaneers can get more. I know that some people out there like what Mike Green has offered. CJ Brewer's had a couple of nice moments as well, but bringing in a guy like Desmond Watson to compete is not a bad thing at all, in my opinion. And I think that with that competition that is there, he can genuinely push for a 5th defensive lineman spot, or maybe even a 6th, depending on how many they want to keep. Personally, I think the Buccaneers would probably keep 5. And would it really be crazy to say that Desmond Watson makes the roster over a CJ Brewer, or over a Mike Green, or over an Eric Banks, or maybe over an Adam Gotsis? In my opinion, no. It's not crazy to say that at all, because of what you're getting, right? That's what's so important to me. While the stats aren't necessarily there, I think that he can certainly learn at the NFL level. He's got the perfect nose tackle to learn from in Vita Vea. I think that those two are going to be joined together like glue at the hip, so to speak, right? Where Watson, to grow as a nose tackle at the NFL level and to excel, is going to learn so much from Vita Vea. That's just how I feel that situation is going to go because of the similar builds, because of the similar types of roles that they can serve in a defense. And I think it's going to be very beneficial. I look at it deeper than, hey, LOL, tush push stopper, isn't that fun? Right? No, like what can we actually see from Watson going forward? What could his possible role be? I think his role is to be a pupil to Vita Vea. And I'm excited for that prospect. I really am, which is why I hope this young man makes the team. I'm pulling for Desmond Watson, man. I am. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm pulling for this young man to make the roster because I think that he can be an important piece, an important young developmental piece in a super rare build type of role. It's rare to get these guys of this size, even if he was in the high 300s, right? Like a Vita Vea, who's again 347. Even if Desmond Watson dropped his weight to like 375, it's still so rare to get defensive linemen of that caliber. I think that they're great to have around, and I hope that Desmond Watson can be that piece. I really do. So what do you guys think about Mr. Watson? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about it down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.